Hola, Stallions. We are going to review our preterite chart, but moving on to a different section of it. So a quick review of the old stuff and moving on right away into new stuff. So the top two lines are regular AR and ER, IR verbs. So all the endings for normal verbs. Hablé, hablaste, habló, hablamos, hablaron. This could be for nadar, nadé, nadaste, nadó, nadamos, nadaron. It could be for cantar, canté, cantaste, cantó, cantamos, cantaron. This could be for comer, comí, comiste, comió, comimos, comieron. It could be for correr, corrí, corriste, corrió, corrimos, corrieron. Any normal of the thousands of normal verbs that are out there. Then we start to move into our families, our Kargar family, only slight spelling change in the yo form. We move into the orange U family, which is shown here, and it's an entirety back there on the back of your preterite chart. We see that there's no accents when there's a big thick coat of paint. Reminder, there's no accents. We've got our green bean family. They rhyme with each other. Di, vi, diste, viste, dio, vio, dimos, vimos, dieron, vieron. More orange U family. Pink eye. This is a pink eye blue jay, so hence it's colored in both azul and rosita. We've got a pink eye verb, venir, total blue jay on our hands, and a pink eye verb. Let's quickly jump to the back of the preterite chart to see the entire orange U family. Remember, ser and ir, some people consider part of this family. So if you would want to consider them part of this family, you'd have to really look at this line here and keep in mind then the rest of the orange U family is there. Okay, and then the pink eye, this one is a pink-eyed blue jay. That's why it's half and half. And then we go to the blue jay family. There's a strange J that shows up. J's a jerk, kicks the I right out of the way. So it's something like dijeron. It's not dijeron, but dijeron. Trajeron, condujeron, tradujeron, produjeron. So it's your usir ending verbs that tend to be the Blue Jay family verbs. Okay, this is really all the verbs you'll need for Blue Jay, though. Just don't worry about any others. Okay, so now let's move on to the brand spanking brand new stuff, and that starts here on pedir. If you look down at this entire column, you'll see that all of these have one thing in common. All of these are IR ending stem changing infinitives. So they're IR enders, ir, and they're all stem changing in their present tense easy Spanish one form. Pedir, you remember it as pido in Spanish one, pides, pide, right? Let's see, dormir, duermo, stem changer from Spanish one. Sigo, prefiero from Spanish one, repito, muero. All of these are verbs that when they're in present tense, they stem change. So if you're an IR verb and you're stem changer, you're automatically part of this last, well, not really last family, but pretty much second to last family we're going to talk about this school year. And that's what we call the sandal verbs or the flip-flop verbs. I use the purple. I call it the purple family. I use purple. As you can see on this chart, I use purple. Now, the deal is there's only a slight spelling change in the third person he, she, and the third person plural they. That's it. Everything else is just normal. So if we just take one verb and use that as model, you'll get what I mean. Pedi, no stem changing, just easy. At this point, a normal verb. Pedi, stay easy, a normal verb. Then the E turns into an I. Okay, the E turned into an I, just like it does in present tense. Pido, pides, pide, just like it does in present tense. And then it has an accent on it because in Spanish preterite, if there's not a thick coat of paint, which there isn't a thick coat of paint, notice there's just paint on two columns, then the accents are alive and well in yo and el, yo and el, yo and el, yo and el, yo and el. So accents are, yes, a big part of this. Yes, indeed they are. And then we go back to normal, pedimos, and then we see the last one is also the stem changer because it's part of the third person. So the reason why people call these flip-flop and sandals is because all the action is happening at the bottom where the sole of your foot would be. If you know how we do the boot verbs, the sock verb idea, well, carrying that a step further, these would be the flip-flop verbs. They're only little spelling changes happening at the bottom. If you think about the way a conjugation chart looks when we just do one verb at a time with all of the little boxes, these third person boxes lie at the bottom where the sole of your foot would be. So servir is going to work the same way. Serví, serviste, sirvió, servimos, sirvieron. Dormir is going to work the same way. Dormí, dormiste. But now instead of E turning into an I, it's O turning into U. So it's not a UE like duermo, present tense, duerme, present tense. No, it's just a plain old U. So that's a little bit different. Then we go back to normal, and then we get that plain old U again. Okay, so let's say them together. Dormí, dormiste, durmió, dormimos, durmieron. Then we've got this verb divertirse. That's the verb to have fun, to divert yourself from your normal path of normal life, doing the normal thing, going to school every day, back in the good old days. You do something different. You turn right at the stop sign instead of left, and you go to the beach for the day instead. You go to Disneyland for the day instead. That's how I've always taught kids to learn this verb, is to have fun. You divert yourself from your normal, boring routine, and you do something a little different, a little fun. That analogy doesn't seem to work that well anymore because now we're living with coronavirus, but back before coronavirus, it worked. Okay, let's go to seguir. Seguir is to continue, to follow, to keep on keeping on, kind of a thing. So if I want to say yesterday, I kept reading for 3 hours and I just couldn't stop. Ayer seguí leyendo por 3 horas. Ayer yo leí, or yo seguí leyendo. Sorry, I want to do it with seguir in there. Ayer yo seguí leyendo. Let's say you continued reading for 3 hours yesterday. Ayer tú seguiste leyendo por 3 horas. Yesterday he continued reading for 6 hours. No, that'd be too long. 2 hours. Ayer él siguió leyendo por 2 horas. So you see that E turns into an I, okay? And now the preferir, it's the second E that's going to get the little spelling change to go to the I. It's the second one. It's the one that's more inside the stem. In present tense, it would be prefiero. Past tense, preferí. Preferiste, prefirió, preferimos, prefirieron. Let's go to vestirse to get dressed. Me vestí, I got dressed. Te vestiste, se vistió. Nos vestimos, se vistieron. Morirse, me morí. Te moriste, se murió. Here's that little spelling change. Oh, by the way, this is the verb to die. Sorry, but it is. And it goes O to U. Murió. You think of Day of the Dead, El Día de los Muertos, you could probably see a connection, a spelling connection. Okay, nos morimos, we die of laughter, or we die of hunger, we die of silliness, whatever, boredom. There we go. And then se murieron, they died, or y'all died. You go to repetir, repetí, repetiste, repitió. There's that slight spelling change. Repetimos, repitieron, repitieron. Conseguir. Conseguir is the verb to get. To get, to get, to get. To acquire, to get. Conseguí, conseguiste, consiguió, conseguimos, consiguieron. Okay, I got, you got, everybody got. Reírse is the verb to laugh. It's reflexive. Even though you're not laughing at yourself, you might be laughing at the movie or laughing at your brother or something. It still is a reflexive verb. Isn't that interesting? Me reí. Te reíste, se rió, slight spelling change. Nos reímos, se rieron, they laughed. And then sentir, to feel. This one, it's not reflexive. See how there's no say right now? So it's not reflexive at the moment. So this is when you feel like, let's say you touch the table to see if it's wet. You feel the table to see if it's wet. That's what this is. If it's not reflexive, it's kind of a synonym for tocar, to feel. Or to touch. Now, you could also use this to say, like, I felt a pain in my chest. I felt a pain in my side. I felt your arm on my shoulder, your hand on my shoulder, whatever. So that could also be a use of sentir. To be honest with you, most of the time when we're using this, we're using it reflexively and say things like, I felt bad yesterday. I felt sick yesterday. Me sentí is how that would be, right? If I wanted to say I felt bad, me sentí mal. Te sentiste enferma. You felt sick. He felt sick. Se sintió enfermo. We felt sick. Nos sentimos enfermos, and they felt sick. Let's add that. Se sintieron enfermos. Okay, so that is your purple family. Gracias, Stallions.